Robert. Hey, surprised you're still here.
Got some paperwork to catch up on.
Well, since when is that more important than having dinner with a wife as lovely as yours?
I'm not hungry. What's your excuse?
Well, there's nobody in my life at the present time, so I figured I'd stick around and wait for the breakdown on this drug distribution list.
That it?
Yeah, this is it. Here, they even list prescriptions filled for individuals. Look at that.
Sylvia Whitby and Amanda Barrington are on this list.
Want me to get them in here?
No, I can wait till the morning.
Gee. You know, Robert, it's beginning to look like half the social register of Port Charles is going on trial.
You could be right.
Boy, oh boy. What a field day for the press. Juicy scandal. Blackmail at the spa, the Quartermains and their motive, and not to forget Leo and his wonderful photos with those women.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe that one woman could cause so much trouble for so many other people.
True words have never been spoken, Bert.
You got nothing.
Bert, I repeat.
Look, please, don't repeat it. Please, save me that, will you? I think I'm already having a hemorrhage.
Don't do that. I couldn't afford to lose you, mate.
Oh, you've lost me already. I'm in shock. Tell me something. Could I be dreaming? Tell me that I am. Tell me that I am imagining that you had those two ladies so scared out of their skin that they were ready to crack up, ready to confess.
Of course they were.
Okay, fine. Okay, you said they were. Now tell me very simply, why didn't you push it all the way?
A little case of brinkmanship. Now I've taken them right to the edge. They're ready to crack. Now, we both know that with one simple phone call, they'd run in here immediately and confess. No worries.
All right, now tell me. I still don't get it. What did you gain?
Time.
For what?
Look, I've got to be absolutely sure before I nail those two. And before I can do that, I've got to get my hands on the coroner's final report. I don't want to risk any suits coming from the Barrington Whitby
suits, come on. What grounds would they have, Robert? What do you want? We know that two of the pills that killed Beatrice match up with those ladies' prescriptions.
Just depends on what further information turns up in the final coroner's report. Look, they're just two pieces in the puzzle. I've got to find out where they fit and why.
Oh, really? You know, I've got a feeling that there's more to this than you're telling me.
Sorry, mate.
Robert, be honest with me.
You know, I think it's about time I went. What I need at this point in time is something nice and quiet. Sit around all this mess going on. It's juggling my brains. Hard day like this. Well, what's all this? I mean, spring cleaning in fall? Haven't you got your seasons backwards?
Winter's just around the corner.
I'd hardly call 2 months just around the corner.
Well, it doesn't hurt to be prepared. I couldn't find your wool overcoat. I was sure it was in here.
Will you forget the closet for a moment?
I'm just right in the middle of this.
I want to talk to you.
What don't you think? That we've talked enough already.
Damn it, woman, I want an explanation.
Oh, Robert, you're hurting me.
I want to know what's going on.
I'm just cleaning out the closet, that's all.
You're getting things in order.
Well, yes, if you want to look at it that way.
Yeah, how else would you look at it? I give you a chance to go and visit Nanny, and you say no. However, it now looks as if you're about to move out of town for a couple of years.
Don't be silly.
Holly, I want to know what's going on, and I want to know now.
I take a stab at organization. You know how I am, always leaving things to the last minute, so I thought this year it's going to be different. I'm going to get on top of things.
There's something else behind this.
What? I'm just cleaning out the closet. There's some great significance to that?
You're getting things in order.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Normally I'd say nothing, but given your attitude, I'm suspicious.
Well, your attitude's been pretty weird to me lately, too.
So let's talk about it.
Oh, why bother? It's just gonna make us fight again.
I don't know about you, but me, I'm all fought out.
Well, then why pick one, especially so early in the morning?
All I want to know is why.
Why what?
It's like you're ready to move. Maybe move out.
You'll be the first to know.
That's not funny.
It wasn't meant to be.
Look, love. We can't go on like this. Not communicating. Putting up walls.
It's just that I can't help it. I feel so uncomfortable.
All you got to do is tell me what's wrong.
Oh, I don't know what's wrong. I'm just as confused as you are. Trying to figure it out just seems to make it worse.
We're always able to talk before.
Well, this is different. You're not telling me what you're doing, so why should I?
Hey, wait a minute. You can't throw this back on me. I mean, you're the one that's acting like you've got a secret.
Well, if I did have a secret right now, you'd probably be the last person I'd tell.
Your husband?
It's a sad comment on the state of affairs, isn't it?
You want me to come to you with open arms?
Well, it would be a good place to start.
If I thought that's what you really wanted, I'd do it.
Robert, if you open up to me, maybe I can open up to you.
I see. The whole thing hinges on who's going to make the first move, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess we both need a bit more time.
I guess.
I'll be at the office.
We've got much better things to fight about.
Mrs. Barrington and Mrs. Whitby have been waiting 20 minutes already. You want to keep them in the stew a little longer or get it over with?
Bring him in.
Okay. Mr. Quinn?
Thank you for both being so patient. Please have a seat.
Can I get you something to drink? Coffee? Water?
Oh, yes,
No,
please.
thank you.
No, that's all right. Nothing for me.
We thought we'd already answered all your questions, Commissioner.
Well, you gave us plenty of answers. Amanda? I can't call you Amanda, can't I?
If you like.
We're just wondering whether they were the right answers.
Good heavens. What else would they be?
I wonder if you ladies are aware that the consequences for a crime can be very serious if the suspects don't cooperate with the police.
Suspect? Are you suggesting that we're suspects?
You're accusing us of a terrible crime without any proof?
I'm merely asking you ladies to tell the truth and nothing but.
It can be worse if the police find out on their own rather than getting the information voluntarily.
Well, just what is it you want to know?
2 of the drugs found in Beatrice's body match up with prescriptions recently written for each of you ladies.
Furthermore, we have witnesses that both saw you give Beatrice drinks during the night that she died. Now, even if you don't confess, we can probably establish enough that you contributed to her death.
Well, I don't consider that a question. That's an accusation, Commissioner.
I'm simply laying out the facts, and I'm waiting for your response.
Well, anybody can give anybody a drink of water.
It wasn't water that killed Beatrice.
Ladies, you know, if you don't help us voluntarily, this can get a little nasty. Arraignment, warrants, the whole works.
The whole works? What does that mean exactly?
Well, I'll leave that up to your imagination. Meanwhile, there's a question pending. Mrs. Whitby, Mrs. Barrington.
Would either of you like the question repeated?
No, we heard it the first time.
I'm sure you did. Do we get a statement from you? Now? And here?
What about counsel?
Don't we have our rights?
Sylvia, please, of course we do. What are you asking the question for?
I mean, if we have...
Well, of course. Of course you have your rights. I mean, that's the reason you're here. You're here as free agents.
Yes, being questioned, not accused.
However, that situation could change.
Amanda...
Sylvia, not one more word.
Would you two like to consult for a moment, perhaps get your signals straight?
Oh, yes, I would.
Sylvia, for heaven's sake.
Don't you want to talk?
I want to go home. That's all I want. I want to get out of here.
Amanda, you can do that the moment you come out with the truth.
Do you mean to say that we are free to leave here if we admit we gave drugs to Beatrice?
That's exactly what he means. I don't think you ladies have any other choice.
Choice? Well, that feels like a threat.
Oh, no, it's not a threat, Mrs. Barrington. But I assure you that if you don't...
Maybe Mrs. Whitby and Mrs. Barrington need some time to consider this.
Well, Commissioner, I don't...
Now, we've both made it eminently clear what the situation is. Maybe they should go home and consider what we've told them. Is that clear?
Leave?
Yes, you can leave. I know where you live. I will definitely be in touch. Is that perfectly clear?
Oh, yes.
Yes,
You can
yes,
anytime
perfectly
now.
clear.
Thank you very much.
You had your reasons. As long as I live, I could never come up with a rationale of how you let those two ladies just walk out of here. When you had them, you didn't get a confession, you didn't...